Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated podcast that discusses NFL games week to week.
Your hands washed?
No, I'm about to go right now, actually, but I wanted to put the introduction. Hey, hello, everyone. One more to go before the Super Bowl. It's finally here. I don't even know what Roman numeral we're on. Super Bowl, what? 60 what? 70 something?
58.
I don't even know.
58.
We're still in the 50s? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Cool. Super Bowl 58 in Vegas is going down. And on this panel is only one man standing. Pause. I'm Tony with the Colts. Gotta go wash my hands, but y'all chime in.
John, Commanders.
Minos with the last man standing. No Drake.
Yup.
Pause. Nasty motherfucker. That was one video I did not want to ever see in my life.
Which one?
Oh, you haven't heard about the shit?
No. Is it satanic?
No. Drake was trending the other day.
Okay.
And apparently one of his side pieces decided to share a video of him beating his meat.
Ew.
Yep.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah.
What
now
did you do? Twix? X?
it was on Twitter. And now every woman that didn't already love Drake loves him more.
Oh, boy. Was he in the bathroom or like what?
Nah,
where was
I
he?
think he was like I don't know. I think he was like in his bed or a private jet. I don't fucking know. I clicked on the thing. I saw like 2 seconds. I was like, oh shit, no.
Yeah, you gotta love the internet, bro.
Fucking
Click
hate
at your own risk.
Put that shit
Somebody-
on OnlyFans or something, man. Fuck.
Well, like literally, some of the posts on X, like you go in the comment section, it's flat out pornography, bro.
I mean, I don't mind that if it's female.
What happened?
I don't want to see no dicks.
Whoa! What's going on?
I may be a San Francisco 49ers fan, but I don't like seeing dicks.
What the hell just happened? I leave you for 5 minutes, and this is the conversation.
Well, you said last man standing, pause, and I said no Drake.
Oh man, that guy.
Did you
That
see the
guy.
video? Please tell me you didn't see the
Was
video, bro. There's a-
No, it's just all around social media.
oh well, yeah, it ain't on mine. Thank God, I didn't see that yet. I didn't see it yet. Sure, it's coming.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
well, now-
coming.
Now that now that you mention it, it's gonna show up all over my feed.
I know, right? You know how. Well, anyway, I'm not using my phone, so maybe it's not going to affect me. But if you guys are using your phones to stream, you're definitely gonna get
Yeah.
Drake dick ads.
If there's gonna be an
my
ad
God.
extend, or like for him.
Extends. Jesus Christ, man. You bought dick pills in the 2000s?
Dog, like, but who leaks his damn like fucking? Oh my gosh! What? Yeah, that guy is one of
Man,
one, man.
I guarantee you somebody, he told somebody to do it and say, I didn't tell you. Guarantee.
He's very capable of some shit like that.
Well, yeah, his
And the
last
fact
album
that he
was-
goes on
didn't he post some shit on
that
Twitter
guy
that said
won.
like I wasn't saving the world from this. I was saving me.
That is exactly why what you just said is very, very possible. That's why what you just said is very possible, just based on what he put on his story or whatever. Guy's incredible, dog. and not in a good way.
That's an interesting
man.
comment there
Anyway,
after what we've been talking about.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I will say this: he's talented. I mean, but I watched his one video on his
I
Instagram.
agree.
It was his movie. It was his one of his songs. Like he's just dropping so many cuss words, like with his son in the video, and I'm not on that. Like, he's like 6. Just he shouldn't have had his son.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen that yet, but
I've
being
done
around,
worse. I've
yeah.
done worse.
I haven't.
than 60
I haven't
all the
seen it,
time.
but I will. I will admit he's very, very talent-wise unquestionable. Unquestionable. He can spit. He's nice. He's nice. It's just the stuff he does. He's so corny.
Cornball.
He's such a cornball.
I
Like,
mean, Anthony
he's
knows
nice.
this. Every time he drops an album, and I say this every single fucking time, ever since law school, I'll buy it. I'll listen. Well, back then you'd have to buy the CD.
Yeah.
And I would listen to it, and then I would throw it out the fucking window because it's always the same fucking mellow trash. One good song, and it's the same fucking thing. Like, I mean, I am on the same page with DMX when it comes to Drake. I don't like Drake. I don't like the way he sounds. I don't like his voice. I don't like the way he talks. Fuck
the
Drake.
only thing you need to worry about is if as long as he doesn't show up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I like his music. I'll be honest, but like I haven't been impressed lately. Lately, I haven't been impressed.
He'll have a couple songs here and there, but like a whole album, fuck no. It's like listening to Mace's Harlem World album. Trash.
Yeah.
It's in recent times, I have to admit that. But like he has some good albums. It's just in recent times I haven't really been impressed, to be honest. So, but yeah. Well, how you feeling about this Sunday, man? I haven't watched any of the Super Bowl. What's it called? Super Week.
I've seen it.
I haven't watched any of the footage.
It's just weird. It's obviously like odd content and random questions and shit like that. Like
Mahomes about Kermit the Frog.
I heard,
yeah, they asked. They're like, "Hey, Patrick, can you do your best Kermit the Frog impression?" He goes, "I'm talking right now, aren't I?" I was
one guy asked Brock Purdy. One guy asked Brock Purdy why he looks like the guy that killed JFK. I think it was.
Yeah, Lee Oswald. Vito told me about that. I was like, what? Like low key, like wow, I see the resemblance, but damn, that's a stretch.
It's like they just let Sanders just get into it. But that little kid, he's pretty good at doing interviews. I saw all about him, the story about how he did that interview with Devontae Adams when he was like 9, and every time at the Super Bowl now he's doing interviews and stuff. I think he's got some kind of disease or something.
Oh, the Philly kid,
George Kittle remembered him from a couple. George Kittle remembered him from a couple years ago. Signed his hat for him and everything.
I remember him because of Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's cool.
Yeah, but I mean it. It is.
I heard they asked Andy Reid a weird question. What question was it?
I don't know. I didn't watch too much Chiefs stuff.
I heard they asked Andy Reid a weird question. What was it?
If he was thinking about retiring, maybe.
Was that?
They did ask him if he was going to retire, and he said today's not the day.
Yeah. He ain't going
nowhere. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we win, and Sunday is the day.
Yeah.
It's possible. How are you feeling? Are you confident? What's the injury report looking like? Are you guys all healthy?
Knock on wood. We have, aside from the guys that were out for the year going in, we have no injury report.
So that
okay,
that's good.
It's nice.
That's good.
I mean,
how's the field? They got turf, obviously, right?
Nah, it's on grass. It's like some soggy grass or some shit like that. But they're practicing on it. It is what it is. The reason why the field is like that is because Vegas got some rain that they have not been used to ever getting.
Yeah, I heard actually the whole of Cali, most of Cali got some serious rain. I think this whole week it's been raining around places that you're in.
And it is what it is. Everybody said that things were fine. They're practicing. They're doing shit like normal. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be, both teams. They're actually more banged up than we are, but you can't take that shit for granted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Joe Tooney being banged up isn't good for them, but if being a guard versus a fucking tackle is a little bit better.
Yeah.
But he wasn't playing against the Ravens, and the Ravens didn't do shit. So,
he didn't play that game.
No, he's been out since the Bills game. They believe he tore part of his pec, and he's trying to play through it.
Part of his pecker.
That's a season-ending injury for Drake.
Yeah. Man, what you drinking on, bro? What you got?
Now, my buddy Steve sent me a bunch of bottles of bourbon tonight. I got them when I got back from the office.
Oh, cool.
Got some Blantons, a couple double oaks from Woodford Reserve.
Nice. What's the occasion this week for work? You said you have a couple of work events to end the week off.
No, tomorrow is one of the doctors that we use routinely for some of our clients and patients and shit is opening up his new practice. So he's got an event tomorrow.
Okay.
Friday is Atlantic City because my brother's up here for his birthday.
Oh, cool. So you'll be watching the Super Bowl together, or you'll be back by then?
No, so I'm driving back and forth each day because with Marlo, getting up there and stuff like that, I don't like
How long is the drive?
40 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like half of them. That's like a half of my trek to work, bro.
Yeah, Atlantic City is only like right now.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Nah. And so it's not like my brother and them are in their 30s and we're gonna be drinking like crazy like we used to.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Nah, that's dope. Tell him I say happy birthday. Right. Shout out to Jimmy.
It's an hour. 60 miles.
Depending on the time of day.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm gonna drive up there.
Anything regarding the game? Anything you're very confident about, or anything that scares you going in?
And everything fucking scares me, man. Shit, I'm nervous, bro. Like I'm sitting there in my basement, so I have a clock.
Right?
I got a clock in my basement that I've had since I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. That it's got. Clock? Yeah, 49ers clock with a wooden out thing. It's got Jesse Sapolo, Joe Montana, Roger Craig, Jerry Rice, and Ronnie Lott on it. And but I also have always had my mom's, because when my mom was a big Joe Montana lover, period. So when he went to the Chiefs, she bought this tiny little plaque with Joe Montana on it with the Chiefs number 19.
Okay.
Well, he's always been he's always been on the wall too, just because that was mom's plaque. But mom was a Niner fan once he retired. And I forgot that I left that motherfucker up 4 years ago. So I took him off the wall and I actually had to put him down in the windowsill. And I said, I'm sorry, Joe. You got to sit this one out. And I'm actually talking to these motherfuckers.
He had a bad season. Didn't he play only 1 year?
Talking to these
two. They lost right at the end against the Bills in the AFC Championship game in 92.
Fire.
Yep. Because I remember that shit. They beat the Steelers to get to that game, and my mom was talking shit to my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep. But, I'm in the basement. I'm actually, like, in between sets. I'm, like, talking to Ronnie Lott telling him to put his spirit into Jair Brown. Like, I'm going through it, man. I'm seeing shit. Like,
yeah. Couple more days. Are you excited for Usher?
Been 29 years. Fuck Usher.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa said he knows one song though.
Oh boy, which one is that?
The one that goes, yeah.
Which one did he name?
That was it. Yeah. That's the only one he knows.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's young. He's I forget how young some of these players are.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Funny. But yeah, it should be a good one. I think it's actually going to be a good game. So
it's only a good game if my team wins, bro.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's bullshit. You know this. They held Nick Bosa 4 years ago. We need
hang in there.
What's messed up is we got the same set of refs.
Uh-oh.
Same set of refs that didn't call any holding on Nick Bosa last time. So that's why I like
there's one key to this game, and it's the defense. Key to winning this game is Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Keep the ball on the ground. The one thing the Ravens failed to do is keep the ball on the ground. And there is a chance. Don't limit the amount of time Mahomes gets the ball.
Oh, you mean Kyle Shanahan, who had a 28-3 lead and decided to keep fucking throwing the ball? Or the Kyle Shanahan who had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter? 10-point lead in the fourth quarter against the Chiefs the last time we were in the Super Bowl and decided to throw the ball every fucking play with Jimmy sidearm Garoppolo instead of giving it to Raheem Mostert. That Kyle Shanahan?
Had Tevin Coleman back then. Tevin Campbell.
We also had Tevin Coleman. And we also had the other dude.
I'd like to think his name too.
I'd fucking hope so. Because right now, man, I mean, this is probably the best absolute 49ers squad that I've seen since those Jerry, Steve Young days.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, like, when we went with Cap, it was always like, all right, Cap's got the legs.
I was about to say, you think it's better than that team?
Yeah. Our defense, our defense is not. Our offense is as good as that 94 team.
Who's the guy? He was on the Chiefs 4 years ago, and now he's on your team, and they asked him.
Mooney Ward, our best DB.
Yeah, he said, you like it over here? He said, yeah, it's better. It's better over here.
What do you want him to say?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, but he got a ring with.
He did, but also like the one thing a lot of players are saying is just the way, Jed York and the Niners organization treat their players.
Of course.
I mean, they flew out and got hotels for even the interns for this shit. And that's something that his uncle Eddie DeBartolo used to do.
Yep. I'll say this because obviously Kyle Shanahan worked with both Dan Quinn and Adam Peters, who we both have now. We have both with the Commanders. And I mean, Adam Peters knows what he's doing. I mean, he obviously was with you guys for a while, and so I mean, so I'm confident with that. I mean, look at the roster that he put together with you guys. So yeah, I feel good about that for sure.
Yeah, we just promoted him this. We just promoted him this year because they the Titans took Ram Carthen.
Yeah, he's got he's what you guys have done over there for the last 5+ years, even longer actually.
2017 is when Lynch and Shanahan came in.
Yeah.
Hey, but let's not forget, Dan Quinn's first ever coaching job was at William and Mary.
Yep. Yeah, he was with McDermott, you said, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he coached. So his first job was when McDermott, I think, was a freshman and Tomlin was a junior.
Wow. Yeah, Dan Quinn. Obviously, what happened in the Super Bowl was Kyle
Interesting.
Shanahan
When
underneath him was
when Tomlin was still a wide receiver.
Yep. Hey, Dan Quinn kind of looks like Techno Viking, don't he?
Hey, Kyle Shanahan looking old, bro. Why does he look so old? He looks old now.
I thought he was drunk the other night.
No, he was. He
Coaching
had to have been.
tax.
I looked at the comment section and everybody was like, "Oh, he's drunk."
Dude,
Like,
he was slurring his words like a motherfucker. But that I bet you that's the only bit of time that he's had to relax, because I bet you he's in panic mode. I mean,
well, think about the life of a coach. Like, you know, they probably get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, get to the facility year round early. They're away from their families. Just, I mean, that's got to be, I mean, they make a lot of money, obviously. That helps. But, I mean, they're putting in long, long days, man. So,
putting in hours.
It's like back in the day, they used to smoke cigarettes. At least they don't smoke no cigarettes.
oh, well, you never know what Kyle's smoking.
That's true. But,
true.
I mean, Andy Reid, look at Andy Reid from 2003 till now. I mean, he actually, it looks like he lost weight.
He has.
He looks great.
Well, it's the stress of, it's the stress of, I can't go there. I can't.
What's that? Now you have to say
that his family's put on him.
Oh yeah. Well, didn't he lost a son? He did. He lost a son, and he had a heart issue, I think. I mean, he's been.
No, it wasn't that.
Well, dude, you remember back in like 2011 when Javon Belcher killed himself in front of him at the facility?
Yeah.
And that was shortly. I think that was shortly
with the Chiefs, right?
His son overdosed, and it was shortly after his son overdosed here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then his son now, his other son, I don't know what's going on with his case, but like,
did his other son kill somebody or something?
And he killed that little girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Was it man like a hit with a car?
Yeah, he just didn't hit his brakes coming off the exit ramp.
Oh my god. Wow.
But I mean, Andy Reid, when he was a coach with the Niners, man, he was slim.
Mm-hmm.
Really, back in the day, huh?
And then he enjoyed his cheesesteaks in Philly. I'll say that. Remember when he used to wear those big, like he was dressing up in those big black jumpsuits looking like Missy Elliott and I Can't Stand the Rain?
Yes. I remember that like yesterday, dog.
No, back in the day when they had old boy following you with the extension cord with your microphone and shit.
Yeah.
So when you think about like guys like Andy Reid when he retires, it's all about the younger coaches now. It's a different era. It's probably why Bill didn't get hired. Like it's different league. You got to keep up. The offenses are way different. You can't have the same schemes you had 20 years ago.
Andy's changed with them, but some others just don't.
He has. I'm surprised though, because I mean, it's tough to be an old coach in the league now, bro.
Did you hear what one? There was an anonymous GM that came out. I think it was today or the other day that said that the reason they don't believe that Vrabel got hired is because of his massive build and physique would be intimidating to others in the front office.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's fucking stupid.
That is dumb as shit.
I read that.
How is that any different than Antonio Pierce? He's big too.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever read. But he's definitely going to be a coach again. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to be. I mean,
maybe
he'll probably go to New England and be part of that staff. At least, right?
Well, shit. Possibly. Speaking of going back to your former place, Eric Bieniemy was with the Chiefs today, apparently.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Motherfucker, we need to call in some reinforcements ourselves.
You think he's coming back on board?
No.
Maybe.
You think he's coming back on board next year?
Nah.
So you were right then.
He might be a consultant.
Right you said you were on the fence with EB with us, didn't you? So he's out.
I was. He's out.
And
yeah.
There's not many jobs still open.
Something didn't sit right with him for me. Something didn't sit right with me with him. Like over time, like all those years they had such a good offense and nobody was hiring him. And then when he came, to your team, it just was just weird.
EJ.
Yeah.
So you heard about Magic Johnson interfering with the Cliff Kingsbury to the Raiders?
No.
Yeah, so
really,
Magic Johnson stopped that, I think, from happening because he wanted to go to the Raiders or whatever, and Magic Johnson was like, "No, you come on down to Washington or whatever."
See, I thought it was because Washington might be trying to trade with the Bears for that number 1 pick to go get Caleb Williams. And they're like, yo, we kind of know something. Why don't you come over here? So we can
I can see it. He's from DMV. So
and apparently you guys, I mean, you and the Bears obviously have a trade portal already open.
Yeah. Seriously. Who's the coach? Did they fire Eberflus? No,
nope.
Right?
Nope.
Wow.
I think they're keeping him at least one more year.
And you know what? They're going to fuck. I mean, Michael Wilbon the other day said they're just screwing up their quarterbacks because Eberflus is basically a lame duck quarterback unless he produces, right?
I saw something about us trading for Justin Fields, maybe. I don't know how I feel about that, but
I kind of would like to see the Steelers trade for Justin Fields.
Yeah, I mean, he's got potential under the right OC.
Steelers. I think the Steelers are going in for Russell Wilson.
What? You think so?
Do you really think Arthur Smith wants him?
I think so.
Oh, is that where he's the OC with the Steelers? I forgot.
Yeah.
He's better than everybody they have.
Wow. Oh, he's going to ruin Najee Harris.
He's actually better than everybody they
have. He's going to ruin Najee Harris.
Najee Harris is already ruined. That motherfucker runs in slow-mo.
Well, so
he picked up at the end of the season, though. He started playing better later.
He did. Jalen Warren is actually the best running back they have, honestly.
I mean, hey, Le'Veon Bell said he wants to make a comeback with the Steelers.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
31. Ain't that fucked up that we're looking at the number of 31 saying,
I know.
Especially for a running back, yeah.
With the Jets, right? 4 years ago, was he with the Jets and he was trash?
Yeah.
After he held out. I mean, he's only got like maybe 6 years on his body.
Bro, think about it though, dude. The Steelers had a squad when they lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship, bro. They should have won that game. I think it was a snow game, wasn't it?
It wasn't that. It was I still remember that fucking overturned touchdown. Heath Miller turns and dives into the end zone. And when he dives with the ball hits the ground and pops up, and they say incomplete pass.
They had AB, Juju was there. They had Le'Veon Bell.
They had the killer bees, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But bro, think about Antonio Brown. Like, he went off the deep end again. But bro, he balled in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. He had like 9 for $120 and a touchdown. Like, what else can you ask for?
Yo, that guy, despite his craziness, he's a Hall of Fame player, dog.
He should be.
He's dumb good. Yeah. He's amassed. What he did in a 5-year span has never been touched. Like even the OGs didn't have seasons that good.
Yo, I think Perfect even admitted the other day, like he was like, "Yeah, I was trying to hurt him."
They had some battles.
Cold.
That's when Steelers and Bengals were really going at it back then.
Dude, the AFC North back then was a bloodbath. Yeah. They had to change the fucking rules because of
throwing beer bottles.
Palomalu, They had to change the rules for offensive players blocking because of fucking Hines Ward.
Think about it, bro. I was looking. Somebody was saying this about Flacco when he balled at the end of the year. Like Joe Flacco was going against Palomalu, Ed Reed in practice. Like, you really think he sees these corners right now? Come on, man.
Well, here's the thing, though. But his best year of success was when fucking jackass with the Broncos goes and just lets the fucking ball go right through his hands to fucking what's his name?
Who? What year was that?
Kobe Jones, 2012.
Yeah.
2012.
Yes, exactly. It's the year that got him a fucking big ass contract, and people thought he was elite. He's not elite.
Yeah, he's a mediocre guy. He just has good talent.
Unfortunately he became elite when he had 11 touchdowns and no picks in the playoffs.
That stint was the greatest stint of his career.
Of course it was.
He's never been to the Pro Bowl. He never went to the Pro Bowl. He never went to the Pro Bowl. He never took a receiver to the Pro Bowl. That's how like.
See, I can't.
Back
then, not going to the Pro Bowl was like legit. Not like today, where it's like, oh,
everybody.
Gardner Minshew, dog.
Gardner Minshew. Hey. Baker Mayfield was the most accurate passer in the skill games.
I thought it was Orlovsky, didn't it? Dan Orlovsky,
Dan Orlovsky was the most accurate passer in the skill games. Did you see that shit?
Yeah. Is it flag football?
Went to the Pro Bowl.
Flag football.
Dan Orlovsky did the precision.
Isn't he like a pundit now?
Yes.
He came out of he came out of pundency to play.
No, before they did the whole competition, he wanted to try it. He did it and had a higher score than any of the fucking quarterbacks in it.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even really trying that hard.
They need to get creative with it because
he ran out of the back.
He ran out of the back.
He ran out of the back of that. He's canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dead. Like, it holds no prestige anymore. So all the players that are good that are in it just decline and say they have some fluke injury.
You know what? I do appreciate being able to go to that Pro Bowl 4 years ago, just because it's not a game anymore. Now it's like flag football now, and so
I can't stand watching that shit.
No.
Put the girls in it.
It was in Hawaii. It was like a real game. Like, it was before the Super Bowl. Or no, it was after the Super Bowl.
After.
So all
it was after. Yeah.
You know, it was a vacation in, Honolulu. It was, why did they move it? I'm happy they moved it to Orlando.
Well, it's because after the contract started getting as crazy and the owners started getting as dickhead about cutting players with injuries and this and that.
Yeah.
Because so it started going that way after. You remember when there was that holdout for a while and shit started late
for the collective bargaining agreement?
Yeah, and they cut down on all the practice windows and this. It was that year. It was that year. I think it was right after that year that the 49ers lost the Super Bowl to the Ravens. And I remember we had just traded for Anquan Bolden, which was wild.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And Anthony probably remembers this. I was all hyped and this and that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they get the text message. Michael Crabtree tore his Achilles.
Uh-oh.
And that's when that whole summer, it was like the year of the Achilles.
Yeah, like everybody was tearing. Yeah.
Because long story short, man, in the 90s, do you remember hearing about so many ACLs and Achilles? And they were playing on AstroTurf.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Well, what happened is they only practice Wednesday through Friday now. And not even all the time in pads. When your body's not
it's a lot of walkthrough stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like with anything, man. I mean, if I go out granted, not in my shape. But if I go out tomorrow, well, prime example, 2018 was the first time I tried to even knock a soccer ball around for the first time in like a few years. Bam. Yeah. I'm in the hospital because my kneecap decided I want to go see what it's like in the middle of your thigh. Because your body's not used to that constant pounding and hitting and pounding and hitting. Whereas back in the day, they didn't try to like murder each other, but they were still hitting.
Yeah, in practice.
Think about Josh Jacobs, Austin Eckler. Those guys missed some training camp because of contracts, and then they had terrible years on top of it. And so you're not in shape. You're not doing yourself any favors with the way you're playing because you're not in shape. And I mean, it's a different world now because back in those days, bro, guys were getting high and drinking during the games. Like Calvin Johnson came out and said he used to blaze during the game to help with pain.
And he lost too, actually. Yeah.
Nick Bosa, first 4 games this year, not barely anything. But granted, he's getting triple teamed on every fucking play now.
What John said is actually what ended up being the demise of Melvin Gordon. Remember, he held out and his career went to shit.
And guess who never held out? Frank Gore. And that motherfucker ripped both of his knees in college.
Yeah.
And is what number 8 on the all
three or he's in the top 5 now, I think.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Frank Gore, did anybody ever think that he would be what he was as a 3rd round pick?
No.
No.
Damn.
But he's
one of the few players that's older than me.
He played for the Colts too.
Yeah, he did.
He spurned the Eagles. I remember that because I was getting ready to buy my Eagles Frank Gore jersey too.
And he came to Indy because he really loved Andrew Luck, man. He was a big fan of Andrew.
Well, guess what? If he would have played with the Eagles, he would have got his ring by now.
True. Very true.
But I mean, the league is different. I mean, everything's different. All sports are different. I mean, you got load management in the NBA.
Eckler might be on his way out. I heard they're looking into Saquon Barkley.
Dog, Dalvin Cook. Yeah. Dalvin Cook is bouncing around after 4 great years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He had a great season with the Vikings last year, or the year before last year, and then, you know, I don't know what happened. He had some injuries, maybe a shoulder issue or something. But
I mean, right now, I mean, granted, you can call me a homer, but I'm not spending that kind of money on a fucking running back when Kyle Shanahan's just pulling practice squad motherfuckers and making him Raheem Mostert.
McCaffrey's making 50 or 60 mil.
No.
He's the highest paid, I think, though.
He's the highest paid running back, I think, at like 23.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a 1-year deal?
Oh no, it's this contract that he signed with the Panthers a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, speaking of that, man, the last time we had a Shanahan and McCaffrey in the Super Bowl, it was a good thing. It was a good
97?
thing.
No, that was 98.
Nope, it was January 29th, 1995. I still have the sweatshirt upstairs.
I'm thinking of the Broncos.
Oh no, he wasn't. So Christian McCaffrey wasn't born yet when we won.
No.
Nope. But listen,
he was a baby with
Ed.
He was on with Ed McCaffrey. Give me a second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna show you guys something.
So they did it twice then.
Huh?
They did it twice with the 49ers and then the Broncos.
Yeah. Kyle, I think he was. What was he with the Broncos? He was also under his dad with the Broncos. I don't remember
he
what his
must
position.
Have been there when they had like Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius Thomas was there, and probably
not even that. Like back with Shannon Sharp, he was there.
Oh wow!
I think Mino said he was a ball boy though.
Well, he's probably our age, Kyle Shanahan, right? Isn't he? 40?
He's close. He's close. Yeah, he's close to our age. So, I think. Yeah.
I mean,
so he was a ball boy. He was a ball boy in '97. Yeah, so he might be our age.
Yeah, we had him on our staff. Not 2013, bro. We had a squad staff.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. It's hard to believe that, like,
all 5 of them.
But that's what happens. That's what happens when your management from top to bottom is terrible. Like, you don't know what you have. Like, it's Snyder. Basically starts with Snyder. So yeah.
It's Snyder. He was so toxic.
Sad. That's unfortunate. But at least it looks like you guys are in the right direction now. So yeah. I think you're gonna definitely make a move for Caleb Williams, even though I do like how.
Damn, the background shit.
Huh. Oh yeah, what is?
Yeah, the background messing it up, but there you go.
My mom's.
Oh, you have that shit?
My mom's sweatshirt.
So listen, I got a funny story about Bill Walsh
from that era.
So back in the day,
that was like from 95.
Yes, sir.
So
still folded just how mom had it too.
Bill Walsh used to go to the bank in Ocean City, Maryland, where my grandma worked. And he gave her a Jets hat when he was with the Jets. Bill Walsh.
The legendary. That's a legendary story. Yeah. Yeah, man. I guess.
See, I just need these two. These guys right here.
Win predictions now. Since you're the one in the dance.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I was telling my boy Kenny, which shout out to my boy Kenny. His grandfather just passed on Monday, who's also a big 49ers fan.
Rest easy.
Man, we're hoping it's a game like that NFC title game against the Packers in 2019, where in the second quarter it was over. I don't think that's gonna happen. But the last time the NFC West played the AFC West in the Super Bowl, Seahawks, Broncos, I want that kind of that kind of outcome. I want Patrick Mahomes to get safety on the second play. I want it to be. That's what I want. I want it to be to where I'm not stressed, because y'all can see I'm stressed. I'm very
safe. Second play? Wait, what's the over? Bro, if you hit that prop.
I don't. So the only prop bet that I have made on this game is juice check to score a touchdown. That was it.
Oh, yeah. You see all the stuff that his wife is making, man? She's like really good at her job.
Dude, did you see she actually has released? Yes. She actually, once she got her licensing with the league, she just released Super Bowl 49ers shit.
That's cool. Yeah.
And she makes all this shit by hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's just her.
Yeah. She's talented.
That's dope.
But I'm going to go 27-21 Niners. And I'm praying that I'm right, for the love of God. Because I'm not going to lie. I took the next day off, but an expert witness of mine, the only day he's available is also Monday the 12th for his deposition, so I got to work now.
If Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, is he the greatest value in NFL history? As a Super Bowl?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, was Terrell Davis that high of a draft pick?
6. Round 6.
Yeah.
I guess.
Tom Brady? Shit. Tom Brady got him. Tom Brady got what? 7.
He was the 199th pick.
Yeah, Brock was what, 220 something? That's not that many picks away.
Yeah.
He went to school with Tyrese. Is it Tyrese Halliburton? Halliburton on the Pistons.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so if you see, a lot of times Halliburton is going to games wearing Brock Purdy shit now.
Yeah.
Halliburton is cold. He's okay. He's dope.
A good player.
He's a hell of a player. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm super stressed. I'm very stressed. I'm already nervous that I'm not going to be watching this game by myself in my house because I got to be with my brother and them. But knock on wood.
Wood right here too.
The last time that I watched the Niners, every time I've watched the Niners game with my brother, with the exception of this Christmas, Done good things.
Oh, he ruined Christmas for you, bro? Your brother was with you?
No, Brock Purdy ruined.
That's the Ravens game. The Ravens game.
Yeah, but those tipped interceptions. But I mean, the Ravens aren't here, so Brock learned from his mistakes. Let's hope Jake Moody doesn't miss any fucking kicks. Apparently, he is perfect indoors.
Don't even talk about it, bro. I will say, I think the only edge the Chiefs have, obviously, is
Mahomes.
Big game experience. I mean, I'm not even going to say that. It's big game experience. It's, we've been here before. Obviously, yeah, they do have Mahomes. But you all have, I think you guys have more playmakers on your side. So,
and I think our guys, we still have enough guys that remember the hurt 4 years ago.
You got to stop Pacheco from looking like he's running up the flight of stairs. Okay, I don't know why he runs like that, but he's fast.
He's an animal.
Yeah, you got to stop the guy.
Well, that's going to be. I mean, shit. That's Steve Wilks' biggest job. Our defense has been garbage in the playoffs.
Yeah, you got to stop the run. And for the love of God, don't let Kadarius Toney score a touchdown on you.
Watch, he's gonna have some like fucking David Tyree catch at the end of the game to win it or some shit.
You see his Instagram story when he was talking about, oh no, I'm not hurt, I'm not hurt, and he was talking about he's actually a rapper in real life.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, he's interesting. But he scored last year in the Super Bowl, I think.
He did. He's the one that got that holding call that was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That he didn't even complain about.
John, what you have? Yeah. What do you have for the score?
It's going to be a close game. I can tell you that. There's going to be a 2-minute drive by one of those teams. Man, 30-27. To me, it's a coin flip, man. I honestly, I don't know. Obviously, there's a million scenarios. You can see the Chiefs winning, the whole Taylor Swift nonsense. And there's also some scenarios where you could see Brock Purdy, hoisting that trophy up. Debo, Super Bowl MVP.
Debo's hungry.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't even know, man. Like,
my right eye is lacking right now. My right eye is like.
Because you're tired,
switching, ready to sleep.
I've been up since 5, but now like I'm talking about this. My blood, like I grabbed the hood, I grabbed the sweatshirt from 95, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I want to say because I'm gonna roll with the Niners. It's gonna be a good game. Obviously, we could talk for a million reasons why the NFL is rigged, blah blah blah. blah, blah.
If it's rigged and we win, I don't care.
Exactly.
Shit.
The Chiefs, they shouldn't be here right now, even in this position. So they just win when it matters, man. That's all you got to do is get in the playoffs. It doesn't matter how you get there.
That's what the Giants did when Eli got them 2 rings. That's what the Ravens did when they beat us. The Ravens, I think, were a 6 seed.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter how you
had no business in there either.
Like,
you got to get in.
I mean, that's how I won my ring in my big money league. I was the number 6 seed or number 5 seed, but I was like 2 and 5. Like all you got to do is get in and win when it matters. And so that's why I hate the Chiefs, dude. Like they just know how to win when it matters, and so do you guys. I mean, that game you could have easily won that game 4 years ago. Obviously, Jimmy didn't play well fourth quarter, whatever.
We celebrated too early.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to put your foot on the gas. I mean, I think who was your coach? Was it Kyle still? Okay, so you got to think Kyle is going to make some adjustments based on his two previous Super Bowl blunders, if you will. You know, don't celebrate too early. It's so tough to pick any given Sunday, man. You know how it is.
Dude, I know. I'm fucking nervous because I'm right here, and I could easily go to like here, or I can go all here.
Dude, I mean, I've been, wanting to throw beers at my TV for 30 years as a Redskins fan, or even longer, actually. The thing about the Chiefs is like they're worst. This is the worst Super Bowl team they've ever had. They're like their record, like all the metrics.
Well, offensively.
Defense, offensively. Defense is the best they've had.
Yep. And defense wins championships.
It definitely does. But you also have a really good defense.
I just need Brock Purdy to try and break Steve Young's record of 6 touchdown passes. That's what I need.
Oh, I'd love to see that. But can't you see it though? Like, think about the story, bro. Brock wins the Super Bowl. Like, obviously, Brady from Santa Clara. They're going to start could this be the next? I hope so. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really, want to talk about God, on TV. It's a big thing. They don't really promote that. But I love Brock Purdy being on the podium talking about Jesus. He's not afraid of, doing that. I'd love to see it. I really do.
Did you see how NBC cut off C.J. Stroud when he started talking about putting God first?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's, he's not shy about, even Christian McCaffrey was talking about his faith. So
I think this whole team that we got is probably one of the close-knit teams that I've seen the Niners have in many years. They all love each other, and they all don't give a shit who does it.
I mean, Kittle, y'all drafted Kittle. Right? You drafted Kittle, obviously?
Yep, 5th round after C.J. Beathard.
Oh, my God.
C.J. Beathard was a 3rd-round pick. Kittle was a 5th.
And, he started a game this year in Jacksonville, didn't he?
Yep. I beat hard.
That's true. What do you think, Ant? What is your prediction for that?
I think I also have San Fran. I got it close as well. 1-score game, 24-16.
Okay.
I don't think we only give up 16 though.
No.
Yeah.
No, I just don't see it. I mean, I would love it if we only gave up 16, but I don't see it. The way our defense has been playing, man, we don't show up until the second half of games. Like, what in the fuck?
Can your linebackers contain Travis Kelce? I mean, he's not the same Kelce.
Well, it's not going to be on our linebackers, really, and depending on where he gets lined up. But we really only play with 2 linebackers for most of the time. We usually play with 3
other ones besides Warner.
Well, we got Warner and we got Greenlaw, but we usually intermix between bringing in Logan Ryan now because Hufanga's out and Oren Burks. Like in the second half of last week's game, Oren Burks didn't play much. We played with 3 safeties.
Still there that was there 4 years ago. How many other guys?
Warner, Armstead.
Yeah, Armstead. He's a captain.
Greenlaw, I think was still on the practice squad. I don't think he played.
So they've been around.
And our best DB was on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the key to this game isn't Brock throwing 6 touchdowns. It's more so Christian McCaffrey having at least 3.
3. Yeah, 3. I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? There is no to honor the great Apollo Creed. There is no tomorrow.
That's true.
There is no tomorrow.
Rest in peace, Carl Weathers, for real. But yeah, I think the game for you needs to go through McCaffrey, and then when the other big hitters need to convert touchdowns, sure. But on just definitely keep your drives long, but efficient and like get the points, and you should win.
It's going to be a chess match between Kyle and Spagnuolo because, man, Kyle's been around it, and Spagnuolo, though, has got, 3 rings as a defensive coordinator? Yeah. There's a reason why, man.
The thing about McCaffrey is you could get him on 3, 5, 4 yards, 3, 5 again, and then he'll just bust like a 27-yard run or something crazy. You know what I mean? So
I pray.
Strong. You know, he's obviously,
and he's very
white high.
He's very versatile in that.
He's a wide receiver too.
Kevin, I'm just about to say he has that Kevin Folk factor that Brady had with the Patriots, where like just little dump offs are equivalent to runs. So, I like to see. I think he's the key.
It's just
obviously Debo and Kittle got to be involved as well, but I think the key to what Baltimore messed up with, you guys can also capitalize with, because you still, even though it's not necessarily a Lamar,
I still don't get how Brock Purdy running more than Lamar. I still don't get how Brock ran more than Lamar.
Yeah.
Think about the blocking that George Kittle does. You know, obviously he's probably the best blocking tight end in the NFL. And then he'll still get you that 25-yard catch, and then he'll just go back to blocking, and then he'll get you a 19-yard catch when you really need it.
And the other thing, we got juice check coming out the back sometimes. I mean, but here's the problem. The right side of our O-line has been dog shit. And guess where Chris Jones and Karlaftis come from the most? That side. So guess who's going to stay in a lot to block? Kittle. So you eliminate Kittle. You're going to have Juice having to pick up something. I don't know.
But I'm saying that last or 2 weeks ago, the catch he made on the sideline, that toe tap, that was a thing of beauty, brother.
But guess what? Jimmy would have folded on the ground because that play would have never happened, because Kyle was talking about it last week. They asked him about that play, and he goes, right when I saw the pocket collapse on Brock, I started looking at my play sheet to figure out what we're going to call for 2nd and 20.
Yeah.
And then I look up, and we have a first down. So I was
wide open.
6.
He was wide open, dude. There was nobody near him either. So big plays like that, bro. Like,
play that physical ball, man. Be all right.
Wasn't he on the Ravens?
Yeah, he was. We signed him as
Originally, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
let's go get it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, my pulse is up right now.
Good luck this weekend. You don't need it.
Be all right during the game.
Huh?
You'll be all right during the game.
I already told my brother and Sam, I was like, you guys better find a place that we're going to be watching this game. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to do any of the dumb shit. I don't want you. Like the last time all of us were in AC for a Super Bowl was Colts Saints, and Jimmy and Sam missed most of the first half of the game because Sam won like $3,200 on a blackjack table.
Oh my God. I would have missed the game too for
that. I was sitting in there with my Colts jersey.
Yeah, but there was on the team.
Yep, yeah, and then
that one hurt. That one hurt.
Ah, God damn, that still pisses me off.
That one hurt. It all started. There were two plays. Two plays that killed it for me. The first play was, not too many people probably remember this, but it was like in the first quarter. Pierre Garçon drops a 3rd down pass. If he catches that, there's a strong chance we go up that game with 3 scores. It would have been like 21-0. If we had got that 21-0, there was no way they were coming back.
Well, it's just kind of like that pick 6.
Mm-hmm. Second one, but that by that time they had overtaken us, so it was a done deal. But the second one was the onside kick that whatever the hell.
Oh, right out of halftime.
Yeah, he had it, and it just
Mm-hmm. I mean,
those 2 plays, those were the biggest plays for us. It's
1 to 2 plays in a game like that, man. I mean, it's kind of like kind of like us when the last time we played the Chiefs, we were up, and right at the end of the first half, they call that bullshit offensive PI against Kittle, where he caught the ball and was down at like the 8.
That was last year?
No, and 4 years ago in the Super Bowl. And basically you looked at it and you're like, wait a minute. Y'all call that offensive PI, but not that one against the Saints, where the Vikings dude just literally went like this?
Well, just prepare yourself. Be expecting a lot of questionable calls.
Well, my everybody in the 49ers ownership and front office has been talking a shit ton about how Kansas City holds. And there's no real argument against it. They're the top 2 O linemen in the league with holds and penalties are on the Chiefs.
Go figure.
Well, so let's see.
Let's see if we overcome this, but
we can't fumble like Zay Flowers.
Just put an end to this Taylor Swift rubbish that
that was a rookie mistake. That was a bad play by him. He should not have done that. You can't reach over the goal line like that, man. It's not smart play.
But you know what though? Like, so many guys do it and it's instinct. It just was a bad fucking. It just sucked that it happened right after he had that taunting penalty too, where he spun the ball in front of old boy when he was on the ground.
When you look at the NFL, like in the 80s and even the 70s, man, they didn't have all this replay, and it was different back then. Guys were making basically not even catches, and it would roll a touchdown, and the Super Bowl and all that.
Shit, the immaculate reception, I don't think was. I mean, everybody still says that might not have been an actual catch. It's just nobody could tell if it hit the ground or not.
So I saw a story about Green Bay's first Super Bowl, and one of the tight ends, the backup tight end, was drinking. He didn't even sleep. He didn't think he was playing. And what happened was he was all night just out drinking, and the guy broke his leg, so he had to play, and he had like 120 yards and 2 touchdowns in the game, drunk.
Well, shit, David Wells threw a perfect game drunk.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just a different time now.
If every 49er plays, they don't need an A+ game. Every 49er does not need an A+ game. We need like a B+ to a B game. And if they do everything the right way, the way that they're coached to do it, and do it, I think we win. But it's that team on the other side too. They got play. I mean, and you got the X factor of Patrick Mahomes, who, man, that pass he threw last week to Valdez-Scantling to basically seal it. Dude, it didn't even look like he just went like this. He was like, oh. Didn't even wind up or nothing. And that ball's like 40 yards down the field.
Yeah.
And that's our biggest weakness is our secondary at times. If our pass rush can't get there.
That guy's different. Mahomes is different. He's gifted.
He is one of one. And like
played baseball too. I mean, that matters. Multiple sports like that, and you're so athletic.
And you
ironically, the game that made me acknowledge how good he was ironically the Super Bowl that he lost.
Yeah,
where like he was under duress the whole. He got mauled, but he was balling. Like every pass that was dropped was so catchable. Like I remember he threw a pass horizontally that should have been caught. He was literally like this.
Yeah.
And he threw it and it hit dude in the hands. I think it was Kelsey, and he dropped it. I was just like, nah, this kid is different.
Both teams, like, man, they got players that are just stupid hungry right now. And you can see nobody is talking shit about the other team.
Yeah.
It is all pure respect. I mean, I can't hate. In terms of the Chiefs, I can't hate on the Chiefs. There's not one shit I can say that I can hate on the Chiefs. Do they get calls? Yes, they get calls.
They got a good owner too. I mean,
Oh, no, it's the daughter.
I think it's a woman.
Who's
Yeah.
Yep. She she is fine as fuck too.
Oh, Lamar Hunt, he passed away.
Yeah, his granddaughter that runs the team, she is fine, bro.
Yeah.
Kyle
I'm just
Shanahan,
more so.
go get rid of Diddley.
I'm just over the whole Taylor Swift thing. So please do your due diligence to just silence.
I pray to God, man. I mean, I do. Like it. I might be on radio. If we lose this game, I'm gonna probably be radio silent for a while.
I hear you, bro.
And if I do chime in, it's probably to clap back, and I'm not gonna be nice.
you and Kwaku, it's gonna be yep.
Notice how he's like, oh, Minos ain't gonna be there Friday. I'll be there Friday.
I'm looking forward to the off season. How about that?
He's been gone for a month.
He hasn't been on since they lost, I think. I think he came once.
Hold on.
The loss, and then he hasn't come back since.
Which loss?
That's true.
The one in the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he hasn't been since then, but I think he's only been on once since the Niners game.
Yeah, he hasn't been on to discuss the game.
They lost to the Giants. We haven't seen him.
That was basically wild card.
That Giants game, I don't know what the hell happened against the Eagles.
It was the wild card game. It was the wild card game. He came. They lost to the Lions, right? Or who did they lose to?
The Bucks.
I forget who they lost to in the playoffs.
Tampa.
Yeah,
Tampa.
He came after that episode. He came for that episode, and he hasn't been on since.
Hey man, we've only seen Cy like 3 times this year, so. But I will say we've seen Ebo.
I know.
We've only seen Ebo twice, but I got to give him props. He came the first time he came to the pod was after we stomped him.
He took it like a man.
Yeah.
And now they just
he did say he'll be on sparingly this year. He did say he'll be on sparingly this year, so fair play to him.
Cowboys just interviewed Rex Ryan for a defensive coordinator.
Oh, dude.
I saw.
The defense is gonna suck next year. Watch.
Well, they need a linebacker.
Yeah, because he's a 3-4 guy, so they have to. He's a 3-4 defense, so they have to switch the scheme. That's gonna be interesting to see. But
it'll give Micah Parsons more freedom.
Micah Parsons is coming to defense.
In that sense, yes. Oh, for Quinn?
Nah, I don't think all that.
No, they won't let him go. They'll probably franchise tag him and shit if need be. So, but yeah. Anyway, good luck on this game. It's been a real season.
The magic of 94. Come on. Magic of 94.
We thank y'all for those that watched our few episodes this season. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We're gone.